Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So we're kind of going to have a little break here um, through the review of the mini palettes of the Natasha Denona that I've been doing. And today I'm actually going to be reviewing the Star Wedding by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Please, I understand, I do, and I say this in every one of his videos. He has workers that need to feed families. So, in a sense, yes, I support that. It doesn't mean, I don't support the things he has done, obviously. Um, but at the same time, you know, he's kind of has stayed out of trouble now, and whether he's changed or not, I do not know. I don't know him. He don't know me. I'm nobody to him, But I want to talk about this because I found this palette interesting, which I find all of his palettes interesting, to be honest with you. But this one in particular I did. And here's why. This is the packaging of it. It looks, very wedding to me. Look at that. Like, the attention to detail, which he always does. Okay? That it opens up like that. Okay? And it's got a little string over here. Now, it's got a huge mirror here. Now, what I need you to do is imagine you are getting married. And maybe you're doing your own makeup. And your bridesmaids are doing their makeup. And your matron of honor and whatever, whoever's in the... I don't know. I'm not married. I never had a wedding. So, I don't know, okay? Who's all in it. But this would be a cute little present to give out to people also, number one. Number two, the color story. At first, I won't lie, I was like, because first off, the one palette he has really did say wedding to me, okay? And especially if you could, his names of these palettes are probably not appropriate either. But this one here, I was like, it kind of threw me, and here's why that hot pink threw me. But I get it. It's Jeffree Star too, so he is a pink. He loves pink. But I kind of get that pink though now, because yes, there is a bride's look in here for sure. But you got your bridesmaids, mother of the bride, all this stuff. This is an all-in-one palette for that, and I do see that now. I did not see that then though. But let me tell you, this palette is something else, and here's why, and I'm going to show you, okay? So this is what it looks like. Very pretty packaging, very pretty palette. Let me just show you first off, okay, what we're going to do. This is the look we're creating. Simple, basic, I know. I wanted to go that route just to see what we got here. So the first shade I went into is Horse Divorce. I don't know what that word is. But it's the last shade in the first row, and it's almost like it's a contour color, really, is what it looked like to me, right? Watch this. Okay, that's how much I got on my brush. I'm using a rougher brush. We're going to start. Like, look at that. It does blend out to be the shade in that palette, but I just wasn't expecting, and I probably should have, it to, have quite a punch to it, to be honest. Number one. Number two, the way it blends out and just looks overall, the overall look. It is so nice. It's just so nice and so easy. Okay? So the next shade I went into is Committed. Again, just tapped it in, smacked it off. And I'm just going to put this in the outer corner. and then into the crease a little bit. Just a little bit darker than the previous shade. So one, there is a very nice gradient here. If you are a professional makeup artist, say, and you did want to use this palette, it has a very nice gradient. Okay. I'm going to go into that same shade, commit it, and we're just going to run it along the lower lash line. Is this a wedding look? I don't know, to be honest with you. I never really... Well, here's the thing. I have thought about my wedding. Obviously, I'm a girl, you know. I've thought about it. But what I thought about as a child is nothing like I want now. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about a wedding and you're a child, you're like, oh, I'm going to get married to a boy, and we're going to have a house with a picket fence, you know. I don't want that. I don't want a picket fence. I don't want that. No, no, no. A home, yes, which I have. But, you know, it's not what I guess it's not what I initially thought as a child compared to now. You know what I mean? And I'm really not sure what my wedding look would be. But what I do know, that is his palettes the best ever? You can't. No. There is better eyeshadow formulas out there. But for the price point, is it? That is that. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not gonna say no more than that right there. I do feel for the price point, you are getting a really good formula with options. Lots of color options too. But this is what sealed the deal for me, okay? I'm going to go into the shade. Hold on. Then I went into I Do, which is a dark matte brown. And I thought it was nice that he had a dark matte brown and a dark black. Because, you know, sometimes you line. And that's what I did with this. I just wanted to see how dark it was. And it is definitely a dark, like, brown-black color. So this palette can definitely go very dark. And it does go very light. Does it have a matte white? No. But it does have a very, like a matte, a cream color in it. So you can still lighten shades if need be. But I took that in line, and then I went back into that Committed shade, just a little bit, to blend that out. Then I was like, I really didn't know what shade to put on my lid, right? So I was like, well, I think I'm just going to go into Star Vows, right? So I did. Now, this is where I need you all to really pay attention to me, okay? I did not wet this. I stuck my brush in, picked some up. Ready? Do you see? What I see? I'm going to go in for a little more. Look at that metallic finish. Okay, now I'm going to wipe this brush off, and I'm going to go into the shade Wedding Rings, and it's a little bit of a darker shade than what I just used. And I'm going to pop that on this outer corner of my lid. But, I mean, like, can you all see what I'm seeing right now? I did not wet this brush. I didn't, like, after I did that, I was like, wow. And I put my little grubby fingers in every metallic shade, and they are all, like, either I haven't played with Jeffree Star, which I haven't, cosmetics in a while, so I have forgotten the formula, or he has changed it, and oh my gosh. Now, cut the cake. We're going to put this on the inner corner, and let me tell you, I was very careful with this shade, because it could be something, let me tell you. It could be something so blinding, it's not even funny, if given the chance. So, I'm just going to pop this right on my inner corner. And that's it. Like, so very careful. Look at that. Oh. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, if I had to rank the palettes now, I don't know where I would rank some of these palettes anymore. And I have thought about doing that. But right now, you know, we're on the kick of Natasha Denona, so that's where we're staying. Okay. I'm going to take that dark brown shade that I do shade, and we're going to line the top lash line now. And I'm going to tell you, like, this is so cool. Like, these are working perfectly. And I do love this brush when it comes to, like, lining my top lash line and stuff. Like, to tight line, I guess. It's like this little brush really gets right up under those lashes and just pushes it in. And I don't have to do any work at all. This little brush does all the work for me. Okay. So that's all the shades that I used out of that palette for this look. And here's my thing. In all honesty, my plan was to do a simple look. It really was. Just because everybody's got, you know, neutral palettes. And that's kind of, like going to base it on that. Like, do you need it if you already have a neutral palette, right? That's what I was basing it on. If that was the look you were going to do for your wedding. Oh, God, the metallics are killing me. Anyway. I had bought these two liquid shadows, right? I had purchased Behind the Veil and I don't know what this is. Frosting? Favorite frosting? Yeah. So, like a white and a champagne almost type of shade, right? And I was thinking like Stila is where I was going with it. Like, I bet that's what these are like, which they are. But I find I really don't need these over this eye look because the palette itself gives me this, you know? So I'm actually not going to use those in this look. I may try it again in a different look, though, so keep that in mind. I am very glittery today due to the fact that since I was using his palette, I decided to go into his Supreme Frost Diamond Wet. I forgot on how glittery that was. So, yeah, I made that mistake. We're going to curl these lashes now that we are done. Oh, I'm going to use the Tarte Fake Awake for my waterline. Okay. And then I'm going to use his mascara in black. I'm not going to say the name of it. Here's the thing. I'm not a fan of the mascara. I'll say it right off the bat. I'm not. Because, well, you'll see in a minute what happens. But let me go ahead and apply it. I think that it separates my lashes nicely. It does not clump them. No, I haven't used this mascara in a while, so maybe it's old. I don't know. But you can see that, like, it does separate, but it's really not giving me volume or length. And as I like try to build it up, it just starts to like flake off. And then I get pieces of mascara all over my face, which it does brush away. So for me personally, I don't think it does that much for my lashes. You let me know though. I think I have better mascaras, to be honest. So let me go ahead and stick that back over here. For the bottom lashes, I'm just going to use my MAC. I will say that it doesn't smudge throughout the day or transfer or anything like that, but if you have too much on your eyelashes, it will flake off. And that could be my fault. Again, I am not a makeup artist by no means. So this is the look that I created using the Star Wedding palette. From this one look, I am going to do more. I am, because I want to try, like, this is sort of like the browns, you know. I want to try the purples. I want to try the cool tones just to see, you know, from a beginner's point of view. And each look, I'll keep in mind that, you know, you're going to a wedding. How would you kind of, you know, do it? But proof's in the pudding. You just watch me apply it. It applied so easily. Honestly, it quickly, if I wasn't talking. I like it. I like it a lot. So I am Really looking forward to playing with this again. For real, for real. Like I say that about a lot of palettes, but I really want to play with these because I think that, yes, the mattes are okay. They're great. They are. They're easy to work with. They blend. But these metallics, it almost makes me want to go back through another palette just to see if they're the same, and I'm just not remembering it correctly. I like the formula. I think it worked really well. As a beginner, not knowing anything, I was able to use this. I think I could create a really pretty bridal look. I could see myself personally handing these out to like bridesmaids and stuff. I just think it's all together, it's very nice. And I'm curious on these yet, so I'll get back to you on that. But that's all I got for you today. I hope this helps. Again, I'm basing this solely on a cosmetic company, okay? So, you know, that's it. You know, does he do bad things? Absolutely. Will he do bad things again? Maybe. I mean, we all kind of do. But does that, you know, that's him personally. Makeup didn't do anything to me or to anybody for that matter, but it is good quality for a good price tag, and I can't complain. I got mine from Beautylish. I find that if I shop through Beautylish, it is faster for me to get the stuff, to be honest. So that's that. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sunday. However, this Sunday I may have a video because I do have so many new palettes that I really do want to get these up for you in case you're interested in them, or if you're like teeter-tottering. So there may be a video this Sunday. But until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.